I got a surprise for you because I already made this mod that you see right here, this Hummer, right, for FS17, and I already converted it, but didn't hit that save button, and right when I hit the save button, the editor froze. Really buggy editor, everybody. Definitely pain in the butt. So I'm going to try to convert this mod in less than 15 minutes, and I'm going to show you how. First off, you need a template. So I probably posted a video before this or after this on how to make a truck template, and just how to throw this in there. Very simple. It's got four-wheel vehicle, a couple moving parts, moving trunk, tension belts, and not have to do a lot of coding. Let this be the start of your modding career. You'll learn a lot about this. Basically, we're going to take one mesh, put it inside the other, and use all the guts from the old one and create this. So on that note, let's get started and let my time start now, if you could. All right, on this, we are going to, first off, select visuals. Well, I opened up the old mod, the old Humvee in Giants Editor 7.1, okay? And I'm going to export it, export selection with files. For some reason, FS17 was great for exporting files. The new Giants Editor 8 sucks, so use the 7.1 to export it. We're going to export that into the folder that I want it. So here's my truck template. I'm going to export, replace, yes. Okay, now that it's in there, we're going to be awesome. We're going to open up our template. Here is our template. Boop, boop, doop. Okay, from there, we're going to import it in. Okay, I got my visuals. Click on here, I'm going to do my visuals again. The next step of the game here is to assign the new shaders, and that takes a long time, so that doesn't count against my time. Okay, so I'm going to add the shaders in right now. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, we're going to click on the driver door, and I'm going to scroll down to shaders here, and this is the old one. So what we're going to do, replace it with a new FS17 shader that I already have in there, and it's under file support. If you don't know where that is, go to your FS19 folder. I need to stop saying 17. And then find the FS17 support, and it's under shaders in there, and there's vehicle shader right there. With that being said, boom, back to the game here. So we're going to go through and convert all these really quickly and hunky-dory like. I do notice that I need to kind of scoot it forward a little bit. That's just me adjusting this model. It'll vary between model to model. I'm just showing you how I'm going to convert most of my mods, just to make my life easy and go from there. So I'm happy with that. Let's double check on the. Okay, so I'm happy right where that is. We're going to hit save like a million times. Okay, sweet. From here, we are going to close this all up, duplicate it, and then we're going to delete that part. We're going to go into here, and we're going to adjust this rigid body here. Change the name. I'm just going to go main component. Okay, rigid body, uncheck that really quick. We're going to go shrink it down a little bit, right about there. Raise it up just a hair. Make sure it's like flush with our floor in here would be great, I guess. Okay. Happy with that. Good placement. Go to freeze transformations. We will make sure the translate and scale is clicked. Click apply. Okay, from here we're going to change it back to a rigid body. We will scroll up here, change this from static to dynamic, click the compound, and the collision mask, this is why we copied it, so we can copy this information. You're going to click on the old one, highlight that one, and this collision mask will vary from mod to mod. You kind of want to copy the same collision mask, so if you're messing with a combine, then you should copy a combine collision mask, or a vehicle, whatever your choice is. There's plenty of mods for you to go off of. Try it out, test it out, see what you think. Make a comment below if you want to see a different kind of video. Also, hit that like button. If you're digging this, if you want me to make more videos, please let me know. That like button helps a lot. So, copy it into here. Bing! Hit enter. So it applies it. We're going to scroll down here. It's 4.9 for mask. Cool. I like to come in here and hit recompute BVs. Okay, sweet deal. Go back to here. I feel happy about that. I feel great and wonderful. We're going to hit Control C and then Control V so we can copy it in there. Scoot it up. Scooting it up. For the most part, we can delete this old one now. And not too bad there, Uncle Fly Fly. Not too bad. Next up, we will dive into making sure everything lines up here. So with our lights, for the moment, I am literally, that's a whole tutorial in its own, so we're just going to back out of that really quick. Cameras, I think our outdoor camera is, let's get into our outdoor camera one really quick. We'll put him back up here. Okay, get out of that one, get back into that one. Then we'll get in our indoor camera and place ourselves where we need to be. Something kind of like that. Okay, then scroll up to here, click on indoor camera, and under rotate, click 0 for X, 0, oh wait, not 0 for Y, negative 180, and then 0 for rotate. Okay, now click out of this camera, don't mess with it ever again. Just double check our raycast nodes, making sure they're kind of at the same places that the other one was. Shadow focus box, this is where you want all the shadows in the game to kind of be enhanced. So we're going to put him kind of in that area right there. Steering wheel rot, this is where the steering wheel is like placed at. So obviously it needs to be in a great place. Our head's going to be right about here. It's hard to, and we're going to have to install a steering wheel here. It's not just going to come on its own. There's the decals, and our hands and stuff will work. Player root. Now I like to see where his butt is here, because his root isn't always actually where he's at. So the skin is his butt. His butt, the butt. Okay, so we're going to scoot him over just a hair. Right there. A little more. And the reason why I'm clicking on the player root and not just moving the skin is because it keeps his right foot and left foot right next to him. So I don't have to do too much work. See, now I can go back a little bit. I'm just trying to center him on the chair. Should have did it like that from the start, I guess. Making it hard on myself. Okay, right foot. Put his right foot right there, left foot. Put his left foot right there. Okay, exit point. Exit point's fine. Mirrors, mirror 1. I don't think I actually have any mirrors in here, so for the time being, I'm just going to go invisible. Okay, mirror number 2. I'm going to put him right here for the time being. Later on, I will teach you how to copy this material to this one, this mirror that's right in front of me. So there's an actual mirror on the model, and it's pretty simple just to copy the materials. So you don't have to do too much or create your own mirrors. You can actually make a mirror on anything. So we'll keep going down. Mirror number 3. I'm just placing everything right now. I'm not moving it around. I'm not copying and pasting. I'm just moving it its location. Not everything, just some things. Don't change what I don't change, if that made sense. Only touch what I touch. I'm just putting these here to remind me to do them later, because if not, I'll forget. This is why sometimes I let out some crap mods, because I just like making you guys tutorials, and then I just never get back to making the rest of the mod. Tension belts, pretty self-explanatory with these. Well, maybe not, maybe it is, maybe it isn't for you. But the idea here is to put them where you want them. So I need that tension belt to be like right there. So I need to lower it down, or maybe we'll do it up. Maybe we'll do the top ones. Okay, so the tension belt starts there and ends there. And all you can really do with these tension belts is move them long ways. So you can't go back and forth like that. That'll mess it up. You can only go the length here. Oop, back to my tension belt. So they have to be equal on their, what's axis is that? They have to be equal on their z-axis, the exact same. But you can change the x-axis for the length. Okay, now that I got those two kind of placed, I delete these two, but I remember that there's, oh no, I can't delete them anymore, I forgot. Everything is labeled. So move this up. This might take a little while. Move it up, change the name of it to 2. And this is only if you want to like really move the tension belts. And that one really needs to be moved. This is not going to be the prettiest placement of tension belts you've ever seen, but we're making this error-free. Run out of time. Okay, I'm going to finish placing. There's nothing else besides this electric back. This is like a little plug-in that pops up when you go to your hookup. So I'm just placing that right there because it's like a little electrical outlet type ordeal for the trailer hookups on a rain farm. We're going to move the attachment joint to our actual hitch on the model. Looks good. Okay. Dashboard. I'm not worried about dashboard, so I'm going to click invisible on that and just do parts later. Moving parts. Back door. Okay, so this back door legitimately is there. That will work. I need to export in from this model the back door here. So we'll do that right now. All right, I got the tailgate imported in, all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff. Got its own texture, solid. Okay, next up. Next in the template is going to be the right hook, left hook. We're not going to use that. I'm kind of lazy. I'm going to delete that. You've got your AI trigger here. Leave that for right now. Now, if you're following along, you're going to have to do exactly this, but with your own model here, and then change the things I'm going to change. So for the most part, we're ready to hop in collisions. Not collisions. Let me do collisions and we'll be right back. Okay, so I got the final little touches that I needed to change it to fit my mod in, like got a steering wheel in it. You can't really see it right now, it's dark. But from here, I'm just going to hit save again, and it is time to open up the XML mod disk. First off, and we're just going to rename it my Humvee. Military Humvee, and I'm going to copy and paste that and all this kind of stuff right here. Okay, there's everything I changed. Basically, just put Humvee in there. 8, so that's supposed to be in there. And then I got my icon file name. I'll just change it to store and have the picture of the Humvee in there, and then it's going to read the XML file. Okay, mod this. So I come into here, I already have changed right here, military Humvee, all my little basic information. You fill this out with whatever it is you want. You can copy mine if you want. Now we're going to get into the type. I'm not changing really a whole lot. Now the file name for my i3D file, I haven't resaved it yet. I just want to be professional and go save as, and then I'm going to call it Humvee. Okay, so now the game's looking for that file, Humvee. It's about the same length as truck, a little bit less maybe. Not worried about it. It's going to work great. Scrolling down, these are the exact same wheels it has on it. I will show you in the next video how to do wheels. We're just going to leave these dumb wheels on it for a little bit to keep it simple for you guys. Okay, scrolling down through here, go ahead and leave these lights. We just made them invisible. So lights are okay technically right now, because now this is one spot you got to change, and I'll mark it on my template. Okay, so I got that marked, and we changed it to this main component. Let's all just use that, please. Let's not change it around, that way all the mods don't make it hard. That's all the same, cameras are the same. I hid some of the mirrors, whatever. We could delete a mirror here if you want to. I might use it later on, so I don't know yet. I didn't delete any of the character nodes or anything like that, so we'll scroll down. The attached joint's the exact same. We just moved it. Doesn't ask anything here about moving it, just where it is. Water splash, that's whatever. Steering wheel, same thing. It's looking for the steering wheel and the rotation. Dashboard, we hid that, so I'm not worried about that. Fill units, fill animation, diesel, loading bar fuel. So then you can change your capacity here. We're gonna go 120 gallons of diesel that'll hold. Scrolling down, consumer, fill type diesel, don't change that. Motor configurations, might as well leave it the same unless you want to change it. I've added a couple other engine packs, motor configurations you could do to it, beast mode, stuff like that. Didn't move the particle, we'll have to move that to where it is, but you don't have to change the coding here at all. Animations are all going to be the same for right now. We don't want to delete the code, that way we can go back and mod it to our mod. So we're not actually converting a mod, we're modding one of the in-game mods to a mod that we want. You're kind of using it as a template. So in here, this is going to be your first part that I go to delete, and it's your hook left, hook right. You don't really need that anymore. If you want to make that work for your mod, you totally can. The code's there and the part's there to do it. So I recommend doing that. But that's going to move our door up and down. This is going to be the next spot where we need to make sure these rotations are correct here. So let's hit pause, jump into another game. Okay, so back door, we're looking at it right here. Rotation 0, so we're good. And we want it to go, it says it's going to go 100. So what's 100 look like? Or negative 100. That's doable, completely doable. Awesome deal. You don't really need to make a change there then. Next up, so it's going to be looking for sounds. This is a cool spot to make our own custom sounds. I'm going to do a whole video on making custom sounds. So we'll skip that for right now and just use the in-game sounds. Suspension, leave that the same. Folding parts, leave that. Back door, leave that. It's all about moving your trunk door. Dashboard, don't worry about that. Collision, you're okay. Tension belts, we just move them around and don't have to specify that as long as they're where they need to be in alignment. Pickup mat, okay, so this right here, I'm not going to be changing colors of this Hummer at all, so we're just going to delete base configuration and base material. I don't need that. And because I deleted that, I can also get rid of this i3D mapping. And then we're going to look down here for the hook. So where it says back door and then hooks. Somewhere in this world. Hook left, hook right. I'm going to delete that. Okay, hit save. For some reason, this doesn't like it when I press my fast key in here. So we'll go through and I'll show you really quick I don't know what I'm at, but I'll have to go back and edit the video. So all this stuff, you're keeping suspension, keeping folding bars, cylinders, leave it the same. Dashboard, leave the same. Hog tension belts, same. Base material configurations, if we already went over this, I'm sorry, but we're going to delete that. Okay, you don't need that unless you want to change the color of your vehicle, and then we'll do a whole different vehicle. You got to do another video on that. Keep this under 20 minutes. Okay, so because of that, we don't need this i3D mapping because it just referred to that node. And then as you go down here, you don't need hook left, hook right because we got rid of the hooks. For the most part, well, there we go, guys. Got some more to do to it, but it's working in-game. Steering wheel. Got to pull the camera back just a wee bit, maybe not hint the windows. Next up, I'm going to do a video on how to change tires, and we're slowly going to make videos on making this Hummer just a little bit better. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button. I hope you learned something from this. Make sure to hit subscribe, comment, interact with me, guys. Let's have fun.